What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Girl, I am. Today has been a lazy day, and I was really debating with myself whether or not. Well, it really wasn't a lazy day. Was it? Listen, when I tell you your girl woke up at 1, your girl went literally as soon as I woke up, went and just started cleaning up and everything, and I mean deep clean every fucking thing. Girl, then I fixed me something to eat after I took a shower, after I got through cleaning, and then after I ate, girl, it probably was 30 minutes or so afterwards. I said, listen, bitch, I need a goddamn nap. I need a freaking nap, okay? And I gotta take my hair down, I gotta wash it. And I don't even know when I'm gonna get to that, if I'm gonna get to that. I always say I'm gonna do it, but cause listen, bitch, it's flaking. So hey, if you see some shit, just know that it's about to get taken care of. But anyway, this is literally a lazy day. And I literally was debating whether or not I was just gonna go ahead and do a video today or this week for, the holiday or whatever. But I figured just go ahead and do it, because it really ain't that much to talk about. But I just really wanted to get on here and to, talk just a little bit with you guys and to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrate. If it's just a regular day off for the rest of the people, do your thing, okay? Use it as a rest day. Use it as a day to get up on whatever it is that you need to get up on. I don't know, y'all participating in Black Friday? Baby, I'm about to do Cyber Monday, Cyber Friday, girl. Listen, I got a couple of packages that already came. And I gotta go downstairs and get them. Listen, I know they tired as fuck, bitch. It's like every time we get something, it's always a package coming for your ass. That's what it's been like ever since I got here, because I'm not fully settled in. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just being blessed that I can actually get these things, and it is what it is, because there was a time that I couldn't. So I'm doing things my way, doing things wisely or whatever, making the best of things. I hope again that you guys have a great holiday, or just make it the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are not gonna be with family, and I'm the type of person, like, I'm putting this out here, okay? I'm putting this out here right now. Like, I'm going to put a post up probably either in my Insta story or probably on my Instagram and just say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And so if people want to put it down in the comments or whatever, they can say that shit. But I'm the type of person that I don't believe in doing those mass texts or just texting everybody when the holiday comes, because I just want to allow people to enjoy their holiday. I really don't expect to get anything from people, because I feel like in my mind, y'all out there doing y'all thing and y'all supposed to be with family. So, get off the goddamn phone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel and look at it. It's a respect type of thing with me. So hopefully that's what y'all be doing, and hopefully everything goes great with y'all. Also, I really wanted to get on here too to talk to my Rocks. Let me tell you something, girl. Congratulations. I hope you guys was able to tune in to her live for her Top of the Blogs that she did for her 500th Top of the Blog episode, because it was supposed to be last week on Thursday, but unfortunately she was in the hospital. But baby mama came through yesterday. Mama came through on a Tuesday, and she did that thing. If you did not catch the live version of it, it's posted on her regular channel as a regular video. She did the damn thing, and I'm so freaking proud of her, because we're in that same category where we don't like to go live. And I believe that was her first time going live, and I don't like it when people be like, can you do this? No, because that's just gonna make me say no anyway. Don't try to force me to do this. And it's just like, I feel like it's because y'all see other people going live or whatever, and expect everybody to go live. No, that's just not everybody's thing, and it's not my cup of tea right about now. So, if I was to ever go live again, when I'm ready to, it'd be on my own accord and you would not know. And when I'm really ready, and if it's something that I really want you to tune in, I will let you know. Okay. But that asking or saying in all my other comments that ain't got nothing to do with the video, you should go live, you should go. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna just keep on doing it like I'm doing it. Okay. Because at this moment, this is where I feel comfortable right about now. But, she did the damn thing and I am so proud of her. Rox is one of the main YouTubers that I actually look at. You know, I would call her like a big sis. You know, some of y'all may call her auntie. I feel like, well, I mean, she could be an auntie, but I don't want to call her auntie. I call her like a big sis. Big sis. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I feel she did a great job. She looked nice. She did a great job, and just all congratulations and more to you, girl. More to you. I know she was nervous as hell, but she pulled it off. She pulled it off. Oh, I love my YouTube circle. The ones that I actually just that I came up with to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I got the Scotty, you got Jamar, you know, of course, Rox and the Scorpion Show, and a lot of other people that I watch at this current moment. I love Jay Lee's Corner as well. You know, Bondi and her, you know, her Ooh Ladies First panel. You know, I just like looking at people that, for the most part, we share similar ideas, we share similar views, but you know, we have our moments, or we have those places and instances where, you know, it may differ, and I can understand where they coming from, you know, and it's not so negative or anything like that. It's just positive, you know what I'm saying? And I just love it. But that's what I really wanted to get on here and chat about for a second. But if we want to get into some, you know, what it is, news or whatever, because I didn't even ask y'all for no topics, and I did write down some baby, I look, this hair is bothering me. It's raggedy, okay? Because, you know, I usually when it's flake up a little bit, I take my hair down and I can't see the flakes like that. And it's like I can see the flakes, and I'm like, oh my God, is y'all seeing the flakes too? Don't answer that. Don't answer that and make me feel embarrassed in the comments, okay? Because y'all know I be a little self-conscious. And that's another reason why I don't be going live. Because, bitch, sometimes I be self-conscious as hell. I know y'all be like, girl, don't even fucking worry about it. Don't even fucking worry about it. Girl, anyway. Speaking about showers and stuff. One of the things that came out last week, after I did the What It Is, was this whole situation with B. Simone. And I was thinking about doing a separate video. I know I was doing it on the other channel, and I do got to get back over there to the other channel. But I do want to bring some more, you know, things to this channel, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to bring in some more shows. I want to bring in some more shows that I actually want to keep my attention on. Because some of the shows that I'm doing right now, I already can feel, and I'm pretty sure if you've been watching most of my videos and most of those shows that I review, you can kind of see me waning away from it, like getting tired of talking about them or whatever, because at this point it's making no sense. And I'm pretty sure you know exactly a couple of shows that are doing that for me right about now. So I'm trying to, like I said, I want to do more scripted TV. And if I do some more reality TV, I want to do real reality TV. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we'll discuss that, or we can discuss it in the comments. Free for all. But I also wanted to do, like, after I do the What It Is, some of the topics that I don't talk about in What It Is or whatever, it don't necessarily have to be about entertainment or anything, just something just random or whatever that I can do like a quick 5-minute video talk about, because I did want to do a little, I was thinking about doing a video about this B. Simone shit. She annoys the hell out of me. All right. She really annoys the hell out of me. I don't like, from the way that she first came onto the scene, and I'm not necessarily this either. I'm not necessarily like bothered by people, but I don't know, something about her just seems like a pick me type of person, you know? And she gives me all of that ever since she first came on the scene doing her little skit comedy or whatever, the high pitched voice and all of that. And then that whole plagiarism situation that went down with the planner and all that shit that she did. And then now this, it's on a cycle. And a lot of us has picked up on the way that she does things to market herself. And it's like, let's do something controversial every 3 to 6 months so that the people can get to talking. Now, last month or whatever, or not last month, a couple of months ago or so, it was the whole situation with the Danny Lee and her on the Wild 'N Out thing. That wasn't necessarily her fault. I feel like, I don't think it was her. Well, I think it was her who brought that up. And y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. It could possibly have been her that brought it up, and then that's what made Danny Lee want to respond back, or it was vice versa. Because if it was Danny Lee that brought that shit up, bitch, I would not have given her any time of day. You know, if that had a bitch feel, let the bitch feel that. Okay, you ain't want to get on stage with me because you think I was fucking around with your baby daddy that you no longer with. Girl, fuck you, and I'm gonna let you get your little shine. What you gonna get your little shine? Okay, but other than that, I'm not finna say shit. But if it was B Simone, I think it was in the interview, she brought it up, right? Yeah, I feel like it was. I don't know what was the basis of the interview, but it was brought up or whatever. Sometimes I just feel like, okay, you know. And now, you know, that caused the big thing. And then you got this whole situation about her not showering. I just don't understand why people get on these podcasts, these videos, whatever, and put out some of the craziest things about themselves. I am here for a person, and at the end of the day, I already know what it is. It's for shock value. It's for a clip. Take this clip so it can go viral, you know, so that it can bring traffic. And that's all that she does. She's trying to get, you know, that momentum to the channel or to the podcast, or, you know, views, ratings, or whatever, so people can tune in. You know, oh, let's clip out this part in the video / podcast of me talking about how I don't shower every day. I shower every 3 days. If I'm busy, I might just go home and go to sleep, and then I'm a shower on Monday. I probably won't get back into the shower probably until Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. You know, knowing people gonna say some shit about it because it's been a running trend about, you know, white people not showering, because a lot of white people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly thought everybody and their mama did that, unless it was some shit going on in the household where, you know, you didn't have water or nothing like that. I literally thought everybody and their mama showered or at least took a bath. You know what I'm saying? But people that deliberately not showering every day, or I don't care what y'all say, so-called science say or whatever, you shouldn't shower every day, you shouldn't do. Bitch, I go out my house, I'm going out into the elements of this world. This planet is polluted. It's polluted. As soon as you step outside, you're stepping outside into chemicals, pollution, and everything that is getting on your face, getting on your skin, especially in the summertime, especially if you got, you know, your arms exposed, your legs exposed, or whatever. You know, you're walking on the floor, you're kicking up dirt, no matter if you can see it or not. Okay, this is how I think. You're getting in cars, okay? You got these clothes on that you're sitting down in a public place all day if you're out the house, all right? So therefore, bitch, I don't care about, oh, you're not supposed to do it. Bitch, I'm coming home and I'm coming to the shower, okay? You know, I'm going to go shower. Before I put my motherfucking ass on my bed, I'm taking those clothes off and I'm hitting the goddamn shower, okay? That is just what it is. That is just what it is. When I wake my ass up after marinating in my juices at night, bitch, I'm finna take a shower. You know, because sometimes we get juicy at night. Bitch, we do. You know, ain't no telling what we be dreaming about and thinking about, bitch. Take your ass in the motherfucking shower. Okay, like, come on. Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying. Baby, you don't want to be around nobody and all of a sudden somebody say, who pussy stank? You know, bitch, you want somebody to suck your dick and they pour the goddamn pants down and it smell like dick cheese. Like, come on. Don't nobody want that. Okay? Looking at fucking streaks of doodle in the back shit of your pants. Like, come on. Like, come on. And you out here, certain things I just will not put out there. Like, I'm comfortable now talking about certain issues that I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to, like, the fact that I'm not keeping up with my hygiene, ain't no way in hell I'm finna put that out there. Girl, you could have lied or you could have omitted that shit. I said, bitches, you half white. I'm sorry to say it like that, okay? Because some of my white followers, I don't be trying to make fun of y'all or whatever. I'm talking about your people that do that shit, because some of y'all probably don't do that. But I'm just saying, y'all get it, right? I was just like, this is a marketing ploy, okay? This is a marketing ploy to get people to fucking come talk about her, to go look at what she's saying, to go look at the actual podcast, the whole thing, till they get to that part. So therefore, the podcast or the YouTube video that it has is getting views. That's all that she is. I will give that to her and say a lot of these older, or I should say, new age social media people, they know how to play the system. They know how to get that traffic. And I just don't understand, at the expense of yourself, girl, okay. Would y'all put it out there that you don't wash your puss? Let me know. Am I crazy? How many times y'all take a shower? Now, I can understand sometimes, shit be hard, or it be a hard day or whatever, or, you're probably sick. Sometimes, and even when you're sick, I still have to take a shower, because sometimes that just makes me feel a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wallow up in because when I'm sick, it just makes me feel like, already. So let me go ahead and take a cool shower sometimes, or maybe depending on if my body high, take a cool shower. If it's a little cool, take a warm shower, and then let me air dry just a little bit. I'm gonna dry it off a little bit, but then continue to air dry, and then I feel a little bit better, and then it's good enough for me to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But I think the longest I went without a shower is a day, and that was because I was moving, and then we moved right back again. And so, we wasn't even in that place for a whole 24 hours. We came in and left because there was some shit that was going on that we did not know. And this was a long time ago. Other than that, baby, I've washed every day. Every goddamn day. Hands to Jesus, okay? Y'all, how long y'all been without a shower? I'm not going to judge. Because we family. We family. And I feel like I'll give you a day. But anyway, yes. So moving on to the next topic. This August Alsina situation. August Alsina. Oh my God. So August Alsina was on the new season of The Surreal Life that they brought back. I did try to watch it, and it's cute, but it just didn't keep my attention, okay? I watched the first few episodes, and I mean, I have no problem with any of the people that's on there. It just didn't keep my attention. It's corny. That's what it is. It's corny. But it's okay. It's a cute little watch. If you need something to watch over the holiday, you need something to watch over the break, I suggest you go on VH1.com and look at the whole series. I think it's only 6 or 8 episodes. Yeah, it's a cute little quick watch. I might go ahead and catch up on it. But I do know that I think the season finale was last week or early this week on Monday. Because it came on after Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Girl, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, let me go back. I'm gonna go back and keep on track to this. So what was being talked about, the biggest moments in the show that actually got viral was this moment and the moment with Tamar, when Tamar was talking to Dennis, and Dennis Rodman was drunk as shit. And he basically said that you the one that wanted to off yourself. Okay, you did that and all that shit. And it was fucked up. It was fucked up. I understand that he was drunk or whatever, but we do know that Dennis got problems and all that shit. I will say that those people that was in that house that said, I understand that this is messed up, but I don't feel like he needs to be kicked off the show. He don't need to leave. Y'all better than me, including Tamar, because, bitch, ain't no way in hell. He would have had to go. We all got problems, but, baby, don't throw my problems in my face because you going through your issues. You know what I'm saying? But that was one moment. And then it was this one. August Alsina was talking about love, what his version of love and who's teaching him how to love again. And the clip was a 1-minute clip of him saying, he want to introduce the person. The person that's teaching him how to love and learn about love again, and then it was this young guy that comes out from what y'all internet detectives then found. His name is ZU. He's an artist as well. He's his friend, and they hug, they embrace, and I don't know what I was doing because I wasn't even on Twitter when it was happening. But then when I finally got on Twitter, somebody that I follow was like, so August and this boy just came out. August just came out. Be who you are. And I was like, what? What? Girl, so I looked at the clip and I'm just like confused because it was people that was saying, oh, that's his boyfriend. And then there was people saying, no, that was his brother. And so me being the person that I am, bitch, let me go on Google. I didn't sing his little, y'all remember his little YouTube series that he did about his life when his last album came out? He talked about his whole family. So I was like, that's not his brothers. That's not anybody related to him like that. And you know how we are. We have play cousins, play brothers, play sis, and all that shit. Or really good friends that we consider family. So that's what it seemed like, okay? Because he is on and has been on his Instagram. You know, they work together and everything. And I'm pretty sure people thought that they were actually related or whatever in some sense. Because on one of the Instagrams when it was talking about August's mother, he was like, our mother, because they both were in the video and he said, our mother, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here like, that's what a lot of us do when we're real close to our friends, people, you know what I'm saying? We be like, that's my mom too, you know what I'm saying? We that close, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother too. That's Pops right there, you know what I'm saying? When you real close or whatever. So that's why I did say a couple of things afterwards. I was like, well, if it is, I like to see the tape, like put the OnlyFans out there. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening to the words and the way that he said it. It wasn't saying like, you know, in 2022, being in love with somebody of the same sex or being in a relationship with somebody of the same sex, it's no longer unconventional. It's no longer different. It's no longer shocking, at least in my point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been out there. It's been done. You know what I'm saying? It's just as fucking common as being in a heterosexual relationship. And so the way that he said it, it was almost as if it was a different, unconventional type of love that he's finding. And to me, as I looked at the clip again, it just screamed, he's talking about a platonic love. A platonic love. And I do believe you can be in love with your friend and you don't want no sexual type of situation with it. You don't want anything romantic or whatever. There's romantic love, there's platonic love, there's sexual love. There's all different types of love. And I feel like this is on a platonic level. And I feel like because of the way the society is and the way things been going, everybody automatically want to jump to, oh, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. And then you get those, well, we knew that. I mean, you could look at him and you could tell. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. When I saw August Alsina, especially going throughout the years, he's never screamed a 100% great man. He's always given me at least he a little bit by. Okay? He's always giving me that. But looking at that whole clip, I just didn't get neither of that from him. I just got that was his friend. And your friend can teach you how to love. Maybe I'm I'm only saying this because he never said that he was gay. And he never said that man was his boyfriend. He just said, I'm going to introduce y'all to the person that is teaching me how to love. You know? Or showing me a different kind of love, you know? I just took it as platonic. You know, I just don't feel like he's gay, or if he is, that he came out. And even if he is, there's nothing wrong with it. Y'all already know I support any and everybody, you know, when they come out with their truth. And when he wants to come out and clarify what he means, if it is, that's fine. I just really hope that this is not a stunt and was put out there in a way that it can confuse the folks to get people to talk or whatever, because, you know, people ain't really been talking about August. And you know August is a little stunt queen. He's a little stunty a little bit, you know, when he did the whole entanglement thing or whatever, when he didn't have to, but he did, you know, and who knows? I just don't think that he's gay. Well, I don't think that he came out. I think it was talking about a platonic relationship with his friend that was teaching him that, you know, you can love without being into an intimate relationship that involves sex and all that stuff. I could be wrong. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all believe the opposite. But it's a possibility that it could be that and it also could be both. You know what I'm saying? Two things can be true at the same time. Baby, traffic is about to be disrupted tomorrow because they are having a Thanksgiving Day parade. That's fine. I ain't going out the house. Let me tell y'all something. We had that Chicago Marathon come through probably like last month or so. I think it was last month. I had to work that Sunday. Do you know I was 15 to 20 minutes late for work because the streets was closed off, and every fucking way that we thought we can get through, it was blocked off. And I'm sitting here like, so how the fuck y'all expect us to get to work? Why y'all just didn't close the shit down? It made me so mad because I don't like being late. If I'm on time, to me, I'm late. Like, bitch, I have to be at least 15 minutes early before when I get to work, you know? So, hey, because I don't want to be rushing trying to get shit together. But, yeah, having Thanksgiving Day parade out here, so, hey, it is what it is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about August Alsina, and y'all think it's a little stunt? I can see it being a stunt. I really can. Because, look, we still talking about it. Who knows? And then I did mention briefly the Love and Hip Hop past season 10. I stopped reviewing it the last 2, maybe 3 episodes of the season, ending of the season. I didn't review the last 3 episodes, I should say. And I did not review the reunion. I'm done with the show in a sense of, bitch, you gotta hop on here, you gotta review it or whatever. I just was burnt out from it because it just really wasn't making sense to me. It just really wasn't good. Long gone are the days of the original Love and Hip Hop that actually drew us into the show. You know, long gone is the authenticity, you know. But I did catch the reunions. I spoke about the whole situation with Scrappy and his mom last week, I think, on the last reunion. But this reunion, this part of the reunion, I will say this. Joc, because also I wanted to speak about this too, because Young Joc and Kendra was in a interview or whatever, and this made its rounds too. And Kendra was saying that she don't want his boys to grow up to be like him, and Joc got pissed off. And I felt like she should have clarified what she meant by that, or he should have let her clarify or whatever, because it did sound like, you know, she just didn't want them to be like him at all. Like he wasn't a good example of what a man's supposed to be or what a good man's supposed to be and all that shit. I feel like what she was trying to get at is the fact that, you know, he's a philanderer. If a philanderer means a hoe, right? Because if that's the case, that's what I'm talking about. He's an adulterer. He's a whore. You know what I'm saying? He goes around and he fucks many women. And he a liar. And in that aspect, yeah, I don't want my child to be like that. I want my child to be, to grow up to be a good person, to grow up to respect women, to grow up and to not, you know, have the decency to cheat so many times. I can understand if it happens once, but if it keeps on happening and happening and happening, and then you're playing these women and you got these women thinking that they're all for you and you're all for them, and that's just not the case. I wouldn't want my child to see that, you know what I'm saying, or to be something like that. I want you to be better. But I feel as though, you know, he took offense because even though Joc does those things, Joc has made a good way for himself and a good way to provide for his family. And I have to give it to him on that one, what he was saying as well. But the way they was going back and forth in that thing, and I said the way that they got so heated, if it wasn't for the fact that somebody said that it was going through an interview, and then at the end of the clip, they finally showed the interviewer sitting there, I would have not known. I said, y'all really doing this in front of an interviewer? Like, what? Y'all, I don't see them lasting. If they last 5 years of marriage, if they last 3 years of marriage, I would be surprised. If they make it to 5 years, baby, I will be shocked. Okay? Because looking at the reunion, and if you've seen the season, the whole thing about Joc cheating with Mita having a text message, Kendra don't really want to believe it, but then she brought the phone and showed, yeah, that's his number. This is all the stuff that he said. I did come over. We did this, that. Oh, and Joc getting pissed off and everything and trying to say, why does it matter? Why does it matter? And I don't care if it happened in 2019 or whatever, and y'all already married and it's 2022. It matters because it was brought up. It's matter because now it's on my mind. It matters because, bitch, you did this to me while we was in a relationship and then you hid it from me. You're a liar. And I asked you about it and you lied to my motherfucking face. That's why it matters, because you're lying. Okay? It's something that, you know, you didn't have to lie about. If it happened when we was on a break, it happened when we was on a break. But I asked you, did you fuck around with somebody? And you lied and you said you didn't. So why are you lying? Especially if we was on a break. But at the same time, I'm not finna get into all of that shit. Kendra, you really got with somebody and got on this show and you made yourself look dumb. And I just don't understand why we still talking about, you know, who cheated on who or who was doing this. Kendra, you're not leaving that man. You decided to get married to this man after he had a baby on you. You're not leaving this man. So why do it matter if you got proof that he did whatever he did during or after or before your relationship? You're not leaving him because you went on ahead and still married him. Kendra is all talk. Kendra is all talk, and I feel like she's pathetic. I really do. And I just don't like the way that she allowed herself to just look so stupid on this show when she did not come on looking stupid like that. But that whole situation with Safari and Erica, I'm glad Erica said, you know, I also contributed to fucking up the relationship as well. But Safari, you had your, this is why people 100%, I don't know if they 100%, but people lean more so towards Erica's side in this whole situation between Erica and Safari, because when Safari is given a chance to speak and to say his side and his point of view, he was sitting up there mute as fuck. And instead of saying what was going on and how he felt, he gets pissed off at Shekinah because Shekinah said, grow up. And you tell her, man, shut the fuck up. I said, why are you talking to that woman like that? Granted, Shekinah needs to mind her business, but at the same time, bitch, she said it right. You need to grow up. You're a grown-ass man acting like a little kid. And ain't nothing wrong with having a kid, being a kid at heart. But you also have to take care of your responsibilities, okay? You have to take care of your responsibilities. You laid down and you had these kids. You helped make these kids, so therefore be a part of these kids' life more often than you are. You know, sitting on that couch pouting, and it disturbed me the way Bambi, Rashida, and Kirk and them, they were trying to take up for him in a sense by, you know, you got to let him speak, and I feel like he's hurt as well, and so that's why I won't come out. No, your friend is Erica, right? You've seen all the shit that she's been going through, right? Yeah, we're all hurt. We're all hurt, but yeah, I can express my hurt, and when it's time for him to express his hurt and to be in it, he don't say nothing. I'm not coddling no grown-ass man who knows that regardless of what happened in my relationship, I'm supposed to be a good dad to my kids. Fuck the mama, bitch. Be good dads to your goddamn kids. Girl, that shit made me so mad. I was so pissed off at that. And, yeah, I'm... Love and Hip Hop is done for me. It really is. I'm gonna watch the family reunion, and if it might be some good parts up in there, I'll probably just talk about it in what it is like this. That's it. So we get to. I want to get to take a moment to talk about a couple of shootings that happened. The Q Club, I think it's called, out there in Colorado Springs. That was a LGBT club, LGBTQIA club. And this guy comes in, Lee Aldrich, okay, 22 years old, Anderson Lee Aldrich, whose family is basically conservative Republicans, MAGA down, okay, especially his grandfather, who was an assemblyman, a Republican assemblyman. The family in this case, I feel, needs to be psychologically evaluated. And I'm talking about the whole family. And I feel like there should be some punishment for the family as well, because they knew the history with this boy. The grandfather even allegedly covered up a lot of his other shit because he didn't have some issues like this in the past. This has escalated to him going to a gay club and killing, I think, at least 6 people. He brought a AR-15 style rifles, and 2 other firearms was recovered at the scene. 5 people dead, 5 people dead, 18 people injured. It could be more than that now. And to see that black man give that interview and crying about how out there in Colorado Springs, that city, they have no safe place. That was the only safe place that they had to go to. And then it's taken away. It's tarnished. It was very reminiscent of the Pulse nightclub incident. Pure hate. Pure hate. And then I see his mugshot, and it's like, I don't, if you got anger in your heart towards somebody, or you got stuff that's going on within your own home, I don't understand why would you take it out on other people that absolutely did nothing to you. Gay people and other people, minorities, we're out here minding our own business. We're trying to coexist just like everybody else. We're not out here forcing anything. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. There is no gay agenda. We're not trying to turn people gay. People are just coming into themselves and finally feeling comfortable to come out and to say, this is what I like and this is what I like. But I also like this too, and I'm also human. You can still love me, you know? Just because you seeing some more gay stuff or gay couples or whatever on TV, you're seeing things probably in animated shows or whatever, there is no agenda. Because we can also say that the agenda to try to keep everybody 100% heterosexual, that's been going on ever since the dawn of time and ever since the dawn of media, because that's the only thing that's been portrayed. All right? And again, don't say, you know, you put a lot of gay things on TV, you're trying to turn people gay or whatever, but yet the straight stuff been on TV for years and gay people still been gay. They didn't turn straight. So let's use the same logic and we see how that don't work. And so you go target a group of people that did absolutely nothing to you. Are you battling with yourself? Did somebody come on to you and break your heart? Like, I just don't understand. Why pick that? Why pick that club? These people are having a good time and you go in there and destroy that. And then you get the interview with his father and he's so fucking methed out. Just, I mean, look it up, baby. Just look at the interview. And he said, oh, so he shot up a gay club. Like, he gay? No, because we Mormons. We don't do gay. We don't do gay. No. He's okay with the fact that he had shot up people just as long as he wasn't gay. And it's okay to kill just as long as you're not gay. But yeah, this conservative, used to do porn. He's addicted to meth. He used to be on the episode of Intervention, you know, chronic masturbator, doing all this shit. But oh, you can do all of that, but being gay is where you cross the fucking line, okay? I said, wow. Throw the fucking book at him. Put the daddy in the institution as well. I don't even see how he's still out. Strip the fucking granddaddy of his title or whatever the fuck he got. You know, it's just like we talk about this shit so much. Like I'm just tired of repeating. And then last fucking night, bitch, Chesapeake Bay at a Walmart, there was a shooting. Well, I believe like 8 people died because a manager came in, was kicking with the people, and then started shooting everybody. Bitch, I was watching this shit live. I was watching it real time. Like, I said, what the fuck? And then it came out today that he was a black man, 31 years old, Andre. I said, oh my God. I don't know what it is. Like, baby, we feel some type of way. I'm sorry, because we feel some type of way when we find out that the perpetrator of a mass shooting or whatever is a black person. And only because it's mostly always white or somebody else. You know, it's very rare that it's a black person. And when it's a black person, oh, baby, we be so fucking over. Like, what the fuck is your problem? We don't do shit like this, okay? truth be told, humans shouldn't be doing shit like this, but look at what's going on. You got issues going on. You go talk to somebody. You don't pick up a gun and just take it out on people that ain't do shit to you. Like, come on. And right before the holiday. Wow. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. My condolences go out to y'all, to the people that's affected by this. Y'all hug your loved ones. Y'all seeing them tomorrow, and you're probably seeing them right now. Just make sure you hug them and let them know that you love them. Please. Did y'all know that Sinbad, the comedian, had a stroke? I don't know if I talked about it, but it was a couple of years ago. He had a stroke, and he is still on the road to recovery. So what happened is, 2 years ago, he suffered a stroke. He had a blood clot that formed, and it went to his brain, which caused the stroke. So they had to do a surgery to a thrombotomy, I think it is, to get the clot out. That was successful. But then the next day, another clot formed. So they had to go and do another thrombotomy surgery. I hope I'm saying the word right, but y'all know what I'm saying. Because that's like deep vein DVT, deep vein thrombosis. So when the clot be up in your leg and then it travels, you know what I'm saying, in your veins and all that shit, you know. So your legs start fucking with you. You're feeling hot down there, you know what I'm saying. A particular area just feel like a little bit warmer than it should be, and it's staying there. And your leg hurting, baby, go get that shit checked out, because it could be a clot. Don't sit, don't wait on it. Just go get it checked out. Automatically go to the emergency room. Because you don't want that shit to travel. It could travel up, break off into your lungs, travel to your brain, and it could possibly kill you. Give you a pulmonary embolism, fuck up your brain as well, give you a stroke, and kill your ass. Just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know. So they do the surgery, and they wind up having to give him a craniotomy because he had pressure on his brain, blood bleeding on his brain that they found out. He wound up being in a coma for a little bit. It fucked up his speech. He couldn't walk. So now he's been trying to learn how to walk and speak again. I had no idea any of this was going on. And somebody said he was up in the recent season of Atlanta. And I watched the whole season, and I cannot remember. I have to go back and look. But y'all do know that they had already previously recorded these, probably like last year or so. You know, so, wow. I just wish him a speedy recovery. You just never know what people are going through. And he's one of our legends, for real, for real. And I feel like people don't talk about Sinbad enough. It's one of the... I will never forget, I can't remember the name of it, but one of those comedy specials that he put out back in the day, baby, we recorded that shit. This is back when we had VCRs, okay, early 90s. And so we recorded it the first time, and me and my mom and my sisters, we used to sit down and watch that shit because it was funny as hell. All right, Sinbad is one of the greats for me, you know, and I wish him a speedy recovery. Also, I just want to say rest in peace to Jason, David, Frank, Tommy from the Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers! Oh, he's 49 years old and he killed himself. Took his life. Unalived himself. I just was like, not Tommy, not my green and white ranger. He was my favorite. It was him, it was Amy Jo the pink, and then it was the black ranger. I said, what? That's my childhood, y'all. We used to come home every day and watch the fucking Power Rangers, okay? I was just like, oh, you just don't know what people are going through. That's the thing. Like, you really don't know. You really don't know. And I pray for the family. I do. I do. The baby said that he can rap better or on the same caliber as Eminem, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. No, you can't. And let's get it clear. The baby is not a bad rapper. But is he on those levels? Is he in the same class as them people that I just mentioned? No. Okay? No. Because you wouldn't be putting out the shitty music that you're putting out. Right? With this whole scandal and shit that's been going on with your fucking self, the music quality has decreased, baby. Okay? The quality, everything has decreased. And if the quality was still the same, and if you would have upped it, you would not be going through the shit that you're going now. Okay? So let's stop putting our foot in my mouths and doing a little bit too much. Okay? You're doing a little bit too much, sweetie, too much. Okay? Just stop it. Quit comparing yourself. I just want people to just come out and do their music and stop comparing yourself to this person, that person, this person. I'm in the same league as this. How about being a league of your own? And if you ain't never seen that movie is good, bitch. That movie is good. I gotta watch the series that's on Amazon Prime. I've been trying to get to it and have not gotten to it yet. But yeah, girl, stop it, baby. Okay. Meanwhile, congratulations to Janine Aiko and Big Sean. They gave birth to a baby boy on my mama's birthday, November 8th, okay? They look so happy and peaceful together. I really do like them together. Trey Songz is being hit and accused again of allegedly beating the shit out of some woman. Basically, she said when they was in the bowling alley bathroom, he kept on punching the shit out of her and dragged her by her hair, And my whole thing is, everybody ain't lying. And I get that it's some cases that has been coming across for Trey Songz that has been dismissed. But if you go back and you look at it, most of them being dismissed because a statute of limitations has expired. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one get dismissed and another one pops up. And, to try to say that it's about money, Trey Songz don't look like he got that much money. To be honest, out of all the R&B singers, I don't think he the poetess. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he rich enough to be having a whole bunch of people coming after him trying to get a couple of millions out of him. He don't even look like he got a good 10, to be honest. Baby, if I'm going to hit a target, I'm going to hit a target that I know for sure can make some money for real, So I really do think that, some of these shits are really true. And I don't know, like, he needs help. I used to love me some Trey Songz. Bitch. When Trey Songz with the Cornrow first came out, he had Aretha Franklin on the goddamn album. Baby, I played that shit so much. And then, what was it? It was second album too. Baby, listen, this is the last time. When Drew Sidora was up in the video being a fucking homewrecker, like, girl, you can't help but be a homewrecker on the things that you play. Okay? But, Trey, you need help. You need help. So did y'all, any of my Grey's Anatomy fans out there? Any of my Grey's Anatomy fans out there? Girl, I love me some Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy down. Okay, I will say this new season, it just ain't really doing much for me, but I'm still a faithful watcher. That's because we got new people, and it's like the essence of Grey's Anatomy is leaving. And at this point, I feel like instead of keep on renewing it, sometimes we need to just bow out and be like, this is going to be our last season. Thank you for renewing us, but no, we don't need no more. And I feel like that's what needs to happen with Grey's Anatomy, especially now that Ellen Pompeo, aka Meredith Grey, has said that she's not returning. And I said, you know what? I was a little shocked, slightly, but then again, I really wasn't, because if you look at this last season, this recent season, she's barely on the show. And when she's on the show, you kind of tell that her character is literally over everything. And she's focused on her daughter. Her daughter is going through anxiety attacks. Her daughter is like a little baby genius or whatever. She's about to leave Seattle to go to Boston to, put her daughter in a better school where she can function a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. She has not been the same Meredith Grey that she's been in the other seasons. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the character been over it, So, this comes as no real shock, but I feel like it's time. It's time. It's time. Yeah, it's time. And, you know, I don't know what else she gonna do, because I ain't really seen her in shit else besides Grey's Anatomy. If I hear Ellen Pompeo name, all I'm gonna hear about is the fact that she got a black husband and she was married to Grey on Grey's Anatomy. That's all I know about her. I can't name anything else that she was in. I have to Google that shit. But, you know, mama getting older, mama said, listen, she probably want to kick it with her kids or whatever, you know? So, hey, do you, boo-boo, do you. The new thing that's been going on today that came out, I think, was the whole situation with Blair Underwood. Now, let me tell you something. Tyler Perry has a way of getting these actors and making them such a fucked up person on the movies that he has for them, to the point that we can't escape or get separated. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see Blair Underwood, I be like, you didn't have to fuck that lady up the way that you did, and then you still wanted her to marry you. You still wanted her to marry you. Like, if you look at Medea's family reunion, at the very beginning of the movie, when he was having that bath drawn for his girl, had the violinist and everything in there, that was because he was making up for the fact that he whooped her ass. Go back. He whooped her ass the night before so fucking bad. She needed a fucking Epsom salt ass bath water the next day. Okay? And I'm just like, wow. The shit that you pick up on after you done watched it a few times and you like, bitch, I did not realize that that's what was going on. Go back and watch the very beginning of Medea's family reunion. But Mr. Blair Underwood, he's a good actor. But news come out saying that he's engaged to his friend of 41 years, and basically saying that, you know, she was his friend way before he was an actor. And it's people that got issues with this or whatever, but I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem. He was married 27 years to another woman. They are divorced. She was also married to somebody else in that process as well. And it's just one of those situations where we're such good friends. We know each other. And maybe it just wasn't our time for our path to cross romantically like that. And maybe we didn't realize that we had those romantic feelings. But now we do, and we're both free. So, hey, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was one of those situations where they just wanted to be with each other and they was waiting their time or whatever, he could have been divorced his wife and she could have been divorced her husband. They could have been got together. He ain't have to spend 27 years with her. You know? And I'm not mad at this. I'm really not mad at this, you know? Nobody wants to die old and by themselves, okay? And if they are truly in love, I feel like some of the greatest love stories are from people who have been friends first. And they've been friends for 41 years. So she knows him in and out, and he probably knows her in and out. And now they really know each other in and out, you know? So, hey, it is what it is. Unless he cheated or they cheated on each other, on their spouses with each other, I don't see nothing wrong with this. You know, congratulations, I guess. We all want love. Y'all want love. I'm just saying, we all want love, so let them have their love. Okay, just don't touch her. Anyway. Another big story that came out this week was the whole thing about the Chrisleys. Now, see, this is kind of like, you know, it's one of those situations where I'm not mad at what's going on, but I'm kind of sad about it because I actually like these people to a certain extent because they gave good TV. I'm not gonna lie. When the Chrisleys first came on, was it USA? I don't know, USA or TNT. I think it was USA. Either way, they first came on TV, girl. I was hooked because I couldn't figure out whether or not Todd Chrisley, the father of the bunch, was he, hey girl, or was he really just, that's just, you know, like a somewhat feminine straight man. And I just, after a while, I didn't even think about it no more because he was just really funny. The family was funny. Nanny Faye was a character, and the daughter, not the daughter, the granddaughter, Chloe. I was interested in that. And if you haven't watched the Chrisleys, if you want to watch the Chrisleys, or you've been a fan of it, or you've seen some episodes and you want to watch more of them, they got all 9 seasons on Peacock. I've been watching it before this came out, but we've been reporting that they had gotten in trouble with the IRS. They have gotten in trouble with the law. Okay, basically been accused of tax evasion, wire fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud and all that stuff. Making false documents to the IRS saying that they paid their taxes or something like that, stealing over $30 million, and, just being fucked up people in that sense, behind the scenes with the money aspect, being money hungry, trying to live a lifestyle that they really did not afford to live, going from home to home. And then when I was looking back at the show from season 1, they moved from the big house that they was in season 1, like probably in the middle, towards the end of season 1 or the beginning of season 2, they moved to another big house out there in Atlanta, and then they moved to a house out there in Tennessee, and then at the end of during the last season, they was moving from their house in Tennessee to another house that they was trying to get into, but then they was living in a rental, a smaller home. And I was just like, so if my whole thing is, I don't feel sorry for them in the sense that they got jail time because they got found guilty. And a lot of people was like, I'm surprised that they were found guilty, and I'm surprised that they were found, they were given years. Todd, who was 53 years old, was given 12 years. Julie, who was 49 years old, was given 7 years in prison. And what people have to understand is this is not regular prison. This is not state prison or state jail or whatever. This is feds. So what we've learned, especially looking at the RICO cases that's going on against Young Thug and Gunna and them and their whole crew, when the feds get a hold of you, that means they've been looking out and collecting evidence for a long time, most likely years, to build up a case against you, And so when they strike because they feel like they have enough evidence to get you, and that's exactly what happened with them, the Chrisleys. That's why Young Thug and them, they're not getting out. They're not getting out anytime soon. And then I seen somewhere saying that they got like 300 witnesses that's willing to testify against them. I said, oh my God. Oh yeah, they're not getting out. They're not getting out. And with this situation, I don't know if it's the white privilege of it all, but that's literally what it sounded like when I was listening, because I was looking at somebody's YouTube video who was literally going through the whole case. I didn't look at the whole thing, but that was literally going through the whole case and saying how, at first the prosecutors or whatever, they wanted them to serve like 20 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to give them the maximum. And they were hoping to get, at least Julie for sure, she was hoping to get like probation, you know what I'm saying? And then like serve that at home or whatever, and Todd to get less years. But, he wound up getting 12 and she wound up getting 7 years in jail. And the excuses that they were trying to use to get off of getting jail time or a long jail sentence was, with Julie tried to throw up in there saying that little Chloe said that, she might do something to herself if, she get taken away from her, like if Julie goes, for a long period of time, or, something. She's the caregiver of their son, Grayson, who was the youngest. And I believe he had just gotten into an accident earlier this week, last week before the sentencing came down. And, she was their caregiver, you know what I'm saying? Understandable. I think she was also taking care of Nanny Faye. I believe Nanny Faye is sick. So her health is deteriorating. And using excuses like that to butter up the judge or to try to convince the judge not to give her jail time, but to just give him probation and things of that such. And I'm like, that's not how it works. It's a lot of people that's in jail, the feds, the prison, whatever, who have kids, who have families, who have sick relatives, who has stuff going on, and they're not making exceptions for them. And what bothers me about this whole case is that people want to put in the comments, well, then and Trump's still out. Yeah, Trump's still out because Trump is a politician, for one. He's a powerful politician, for two, with a powerful fucking backing of people that's fucking keeping him out of jail. And he's crooked. That's why Trump is out. People like the Chrisleys or whatever, they ain't got people powerful on their side, because if they did, this wouldn't even saw the courts. This would have been settled out of court. You know, this felt like somebody that was vindictive from what I'm hearing. Basically, the person that turned them in is somebody that was allegedly Todd's lover, and he got mad that Todd didn't want to fuck with him no more. And I said, that's kind of fucked up. But of course, again, this is some Fed shit. So of course they have the evidence, or at least some type of evidence that could get them to where they're at. I feel bad because, in a sense, the son Chase, he just proposed to his girlfriend. He's getting married. The parents might not see it. Because their sentencing, they go in January the 15th. That's when they have to report in. The whole situation with their older daughter, you know, they were estranged for a minute. They were not talking for a few years. They recently reconnected. Once that verdict came down that they were guilty. I guess they went on this whole healing path to let's go ahead and get back together, because ain't no telling how long you're going to be out, if you're going to be out, or whatever's going to happen. So let's heal some broken things, okay? They did a whole podcast tour, because they was on Lindsay's podcast, Savannah's podcast, and Todd and Julie's podcast, talking about the whole situation. And it's like, as soon as you make up with your daughter, now you're going to be gone for a whole bunch of years. And then the one that I'm truly concerned about is actually Chloe, the little one. You know, she's going to be a young adult, or almost a young adult, when Todd gets out of jail, if he has to serve. And that's the thing, people, when you go to Fed time, you have to serve the majority, more than the majority of that time. So if he got 12 years, he's going to serve at least 10 of it. At least. You know, so, I mean, what can you say? His TV shows got canceled, and I heard that they was trying not to get them canceled or whatever. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to wait 12 years to watch and see what happens. And especially, let's be honest, the family is funny, but what we really tuned in for was Todd's antics and Mama Nanny Faye's antics. They can carry a show. I don't think Savannah and Chase can carry a show. Even though they had their little spinoff, it really wasn't that good compared to the whole family unit. And I would have liked to see, you know, the Chrisleys come back with the whole family again, meaning the sister Lindsay a part of it as well. And so now I'm more concerned about little Chloe, because like where she's going to go. I'm pretty sure like Savannah probably going to get custody of her, because Todd and Julie had custody of her. And, you know, it's just, you have to live within your own means. Have aspirations to be big and to be a star or to be successful, but you also have to do that in the correct way. And don't say I'm doing it for my family, that I'm doing it this illegal way. No, because it's going to be your family that's going to be, I'm sorry. It's going to be your family that's going to be affected by this. Not just you if something happened, but your family as well. And it'll be all for naught. Okay? But, at least they get to spend the last holidays of the year with them. You know, they get their Thanksgiving. It's probably going to be a sad Thanksgiving. They get their Christmas and they're going to get New Year's. But don't play with the IRS. Do not play with the IRS. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. And tax season coming up, don't play with the motherfuckers, because they will get your ass eventually. So, the last thing that I feel like I really want to talk about that was a big controversial thing, and it's still going. It's still going. Girl, this whole shit with the AMAs. First of all, I had forgot them things was coming on Sunday, and then when I realized that they was coming on Sunday, I said, I'm going to look at the Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, y'all seen that shit that was going on with the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me pause that, okay? Because I brought that shit up. Now, ma'am, let's be clear. We can all agree that Wendy can be annoying, okay? But if you see, it's so baffling to me that I'm seeing people that saying that it's Wendy's fault. Wendy was the one that was coming after Mia and all this stuff, whatever, because of the things that she said. Okay, that's fine, but you know, she really wasn't talking about her family, and she wasn't talking about her husband until after Mia threw that drink on her. And to put all of this or try to say it's Wendy's fault, no. What we have to understand is it's Mia's fault, because Mia got in her business. Mia threw that business out there to the whole crew in front of everybody. She could have pulled Wendy to the side earlier when she got on the phone with what's his name, Peter, and told her that Peter got an issue with you, girl. I'm just want to let you know, and we going to bar one, you know. So just, I don't know what it's about, but he said he got beef or whatever. She could have did something like that. You know what I'm saying? Pulled her to the side before they went to the restaurant. She never even told him that they was told, I should say Wendy, that they was going to his restaurant. He up here getting in his feelings that she didn't check in. And like she said, who the fuck is him for her to check in with? You don't run Miami. I didn't come to Miami to see you, okay? This is not a business trip, and you aren't my man. Mia was going so fucking hard for this man that ain't her man, that she allegedly ain't had shit going on with, but yet y'all upset at Wendy because she was going off on her. I would have did the same goddamn thing, and most of y'all that's out here being high and mighty, you would have did the same damn thing too, okay? Somebody trying to tell you how you supposed to work your shit and how you supposed to respond to stuff. Bitch, you gonna just sit there and let them say that shit to you like you a little girl? Like you a little man? Bitch, no, you're not. And if you say you are, you're a fucking liar. It just kills me how everybody got all these high morals and the high ground and everything, knowing damn well some of y'all got all this shit up in y'all motherfucking background. Some of y'all has already been in situations like this where you done stomped the bitch out, the way you done cussed the bitch out, or you didn't help do some shit with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And you can't ever say what you're not going to do, especially if you've never been in that situation, because we don't know what we're going to do. But I know for damn sure you're not going to sit here and tell me about my business and tell me what I should have been doing or whatever and think that I'm going to shut the fuck up and let you talk about it. Oh, bitch, you gonna come at me? I'm coming back at you with my words, okay? And if you can't take my words to a point that you have to get your ass up and throw a drink on me and then stand over me and hit me with a clutch or whatever, oh, bitch, you better be glad that you did not get popped the fuck back and you just got more words thrown at your ass. And as soon as you did that shit, because I'm not gonna hit you in this environment that we in right here, right now, I'm gonna make it hurt with my words. I'm gonna make up whatever it is that I need to fucking make up to make you feel that fucking fire. And if you got a problem with it, you's a fucking lying sitting here thinking that you ain't gonna do the same thing that Wendy did wrong in that situation. She didn't. She wasn't. The motherfucker saying, both of them was wrong. Both of them was wrong. I mean, she was wrong for lying about that Gordon said what she, that Gordon and her probably fucking men's and shit. But other than that, I don't see nothing else was wrong about it. Because, bitch, I would have said some shit that probably would have been even lower. Okay? I would have really made that shit fucking sting and hurt. Oh, y'all would have hated the fuck out of me. Okay? I would have went down the motherfucking thing, bitch. Now, let me just say this. Man, you fortunate. You fortunate. Wendy only said the little shit that she said, not necessarily about your husband, but, you know, about y'all little sex life or whatever. And she didn't go in on your mama. She didn't bring up your mama. While you was calling her crackheads and shit like that, I mean, ghetto or whatever, she could have called you. She said, bitch, if she would have heard the ghetto comment, I'm pretty sure she probably would have said, but Chad, you the one with the crackhead ass mama. Cause, oh, bitch, I would have went there. I would have went there. I'm sorry. And it got so bad for fucking Mia, bad bitch. Mia had to goddamn she deactivated her Twitter for a little bit. And I said, girl, stand in the fire. You put this shit out here. You thought everybody was gonna be on your side or whatever. It backfired. And hey, it is what it is. Stand in the shit. Monique and Candace got in their shit, and never not one time did neither one of them, when everybody was digging and dragging the fuck out of Monique for putting her hands on that girl, she ain't never deactivating her shit. Well, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she didn't, because I don't follow none of them, you know. So I ain't never seen no housewives deactivate their shit when they got into some controversy. The bitches on Real Housewives of Potomac, Beverly Hills, I don't think they deactivated their shit, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, you know. But no, okay. And then gonna come back trying to say what I did was intolerable, but you know, it's kind of messed up that people taking something that's edited and it's affecting my business and, you know, and my kids and all this. Girl, we don't care about that. And when I say I don't care about that, it's because this is a reality show. You said you signed up for the entertainment and the drama of it all. You know how this shit works. It's 2022. You know that these fans are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you also know that these fans will hold you to the fire when you do some fucked up shit. And you also know that a lot of people will make up some, get it to a point where your own actions cause yourself to get into trouble. If you didn't put the actions out there, you would be fine. If you would have sat there and you would have just shut the fuck up after Wendy said start going in on your ass after you start coming at her, you would have been fine. But you took it to another level. That's on you. That's on you, boo-boo. She made it sound like, you know, she about to lead a show. I'll believe that shit when I see it. But, yeah. We'll see what's going on Real Housewives this Sunday. But anyway, moving on. Back to the AMAs. So the AMAs came on Sunday. I didn't watch them until Monday. Okay, I watched them at work, and I was glad that I did not waste my time to watch them on Sunday. I would have been really upset. Okay, because it was nothing worth watching. All right. I will say Glorilla and Cardi B did a really good, a cool performance, you know. Lil Baby, even though he just stood there and then sat there on the stage at one point, he was cool, you know, I guess. And I feel like I like Glorilla's performance because it was energy. I don't like looking at rap artists, no matter who the fuck they are, coming on the stage and just standing there. Even with Lil Baby shit, when I actually turned around and looked at it, I was like, so you just gonna stand there? You just gonna sit there? Like, come on, do something. Like, I don't know. And I get it, you're rappers, but listen, I come from the age where the rappers actually used to fucking dance a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they gave us a couple of 1-2 steps. They used to rock with the crowd and everything. It was entertaining as fuck. You know? These kids don't know how to do that shit these days. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Pink was cool. Pink was cool. When she came out there with the roller skates, I said, oh, okay. Pink and Usher. Let's see. Put that together. Meanwhile, she did the Olivia Newton-John, you know, tribute, and that was beautiful. That was beautiful. But the biggest controversy of the night... The biggest controversy of the night was Kelly Rowland. Okay. It was Kelly Rowland for the simple fact that Kelly Rowland stood up for Chris Brown. Why do Kelly Rowland need to stand up for Chris Brown? We didn't ask. He didn't ask. She felt that she needed to. I feel a couple of ways about this, but it ain't that deep for me. You know what I'm saying? I get that people don't fuck with Chris Brown, but enough people fuck with Chris Brown for Chris Brown to still be putting out music, still be charting, still be selling out, sold out arena tours, you know, not club tours, not theater tours, but arena tours, you know. That's the biggest thing that you can be in next to a stadium tour. He's still selling out arena tours, That last tour that he had recently, it was very much successful. His albums be successful. He still get nominated for awards. He's just got nominated for a Grammy or two this year. He got a nomination for the American Music Award for Best R&B Artist. So hey, he's still out there. And yes, some people, they have their rights not to support him if they don't want to because of his past. And I feel like I get it. So I'm not coming down on people who be like, well, he's this and he's that. Fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm the biggest Chris Brown fan there is. I used to be a huge fan of Chris Brown when he first came out because we was around the same age, and, he was out here dancing his ass off. And, Chris Brown just started losing his luster a little bit with me when after the big scandal that he went through, it wasn't him immediately trying to get back on track. That's where he lost it with me a little bit. My thing was, okay, you went through this incident where you committed domestic violence brutally against another person. And I don't care what people say about, well, we don't know, Rihanna did this and Rihanna did that. That's fine, and that's probably what happened. But who the fuck got caught doing some shit? Who got the evidence of some shit happening? We got the evidence that he fucked her face up. We saw the picture. I have yet to see anything about him. And I'm not still going to sit here and say that it's a possibility. It's not a possibility that she could have put her hands on him. It is a possibility. In any of these situations, it is. I'm not dumb. But at the end of the day, people are going to be more pissed off at him in this situation because of what we saw in that picture. Nothing warrants for somebody's face to look the way that it did, and for you to put your hands on somebody in that manner that you claim to love. You beat a bitch like she a bitch on the street that you don't know. That was the issue, right? Some people got past that and said, fuck him, I'm still going to be a Chris Brown fan. That's fine. That's on you. Some people said, I'm going to hop off this train for a minute. Some people said, I'm going to try to stick with him. He's young. And then some people eventually who still said, I'm going to stick with him. He's young. They eventually hopped off too because of the fact that he still kept on fucking up throughout the years. Rihanna wasn't the first incident, or I should say the only incident of him doing something to a woman or allegedly doing something to a woman. We saw that whole situation go down with Karrueche. The disrespect and probably the other shit that was happening within that relationship that probably was of a domestic manner. We saw when she finally tried to break up with him, the way that he basically stalked the fuck out of her and was being aggressive. We saw all of that. And if we hadn't seen that, some people could have just said, you know what, he was a young person. He grew up in an environment where he saw this. It's unfortunate. Let's get him some help. And then let's see, the pattern of a change. But we didn't see that pattern of a change for a while. And so that's why people literally just etched it in their mind to say, fuck Chris Brown. Because at one point, it was like every other fucking month, it was some shit going on with him, So I get it. I get it how people don't want to, support him or whatever. Understandable. I also get why people do want to support him because they feel like his career was stunted. It didn't have to go the way that it went, but that's also on him. I get it. I get all sides, okay? Do I feel a way about people, artists in the industry, standing by him or whatever? No, I don't. Because most of them do. This is what they do. So when Kelly Rowland got up there on that stage and shushed them people for booing him when he won the awards, mind you, go back and look. When the nominations were being read off, they were cheering. They cheered when his name was said. But then when she said that he won, that's when a few people started booing, and then she shushed him, and then she gave him props. And, the whole situation is, how dare she get up there and be caping for him or whatever. And It's the same way that y'all still do shit for R. Kelly. Y'all say, yeah, he did what he did, but we can't take away from the fact that, you know, he's a the musicality and all the stuff that he contributed to the music industry. He's a genius. He's this, he's that. I didn't see no difference in it. What I got up there on a public platform and said some shit, no. But she felt the need to say something, and that's on her. Okay? Am I gonna look at Kelly any different? No, because what is Kelly doing? I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because Kelly is out there doing shit. But, like, it's not affecting me. It's not going to make me say, well, I don't want to listen to Kelly because you support this or whatever. But it's not going to make me say, well, let me go ahead and stream some Chris Brown shit since everybody coming down on him and all that shit or whatever. Girl, I don't give a fuck. I feel like people doing too fucking much and putting too much shit into it. Like, who cares? But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have said shit because you got all these people caping for him. Chris Brown ain't came out and said thank you yet. Kelly out here getting her ass chewed up, being called a pick-me. And at this day and age, like at Kelly's age and the shit that she's done in the industry, pick-me? No. She just probably saw somebody that was being treated unfairly in the sense that, you know, he was supposed to do the Michael Jackson tribute. And then they canceled it. Now, one reporter said, I seen allegedly that, you know, they didn't want to abuse her, a domestic violence abuser, doing a tribute to an alleged pedophile. I said, wait a minute, whoa. First of all, they already proved that, you know, Michael didn't do that shit. So that's kind of weird, you know, that you want to do that all of a sudden. And then it comes out saying that official word that, you know, sometimes time slots change and, you know, the programs change. And so that's why it just couldn't happen or whatever. And I call BS on that excuse. Just say you didn't want him on the stage. You're just not a fan of him. All right. And at the same time, if that's the case, don't ask a person to perform something and then cut it off. But then you still nominate them and give them an award. That don't make sense to me. Be consistent by not nominating them, and also not having them perform at all. That's what you need to do. Really, be consistent. And to say that you don't want to abuse her on the stage or whatever, as if he's the first abuser that's been on that stage that y'all let. If you're gonna go by that logic, he's not the first abuser that you let perform on that stage. Let's go to your rock bands. Okay? Because them rockers that some of y'all still fuck with or whatever, oh, they used to beat asses back in the day with their women. They used to be in so much fucking trouble, and they still let them fucking perform on any fucking award show. And even some of these new kids today, they still go through that shit. We just haven't really been out on the floor. It's a different standard. It's literally a different standard. Y'all get it? And I do feel like he should have been able to, regardless, I would have liked to see the Michael Jackson tribute just because it's Michael Jackson and Chris Brown can fucking dance. That's what it is. And then kind of found out Sierra was supposed to do the tribute with him. And I was like, okay, well, if you don't want him on the stage, bitch, just let fucking Sierra do that shit. Because from what I saw in the rehearsal that she was doing, she was killing it. I said, well, how come you just couldn't let her do it by herself? I said, y'all full of shit. But, you know, I get why Kelly did it. She was trying to make a point, you know, y'all not gonna disrespect this man or whatever, but at the end of the day, for some people, it's a little too late. It's a little too late. And like I said, would I have gotten up there and said some shit like that? Possibly not. No, I know I wouldn't. Okay, I would have just said, well, he's not able to make it, and I'm gonna go mind my business, because this ain't got shit to do with me. This is not my fight, you know? But, they asking people like Jordan Sparks how they feel. And Kelly talked about some, you know, everybody deserves grace. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that don't mean that they're going to get it. And that don't mean that everybody feels the same way. And then you're asking Jordan Sparks or whatever. And it's like, of course, she's going to be on this side because the biggest hit she ever had in her whole career was with him. So, you know, I feel like people are putting a lot on it mostly because they're bored, but I do feel like a lot of people do have reasonable reasons to feel either way that they feel. I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to judge. I do, honestly, when I first heard that he was gonna and saw that he was gonna perform after they put the clips up of what he was gonna perform in the rehearsal, I said that would have been really good. You know, I do feel like it was kind of fucked up that they took took it away, and that's it. But caping, doing all of that shit, girl, I didn't care. You win it, you win it. You don't, you don't. Hey, it is what it is. I wouldn't have got up on that stage and said nothing. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mixed. Cause I know there's a lot of people that still like Chris Brown. I don't feel either way about him. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm not gonna sit up here and say I hate him or I love him, because it's neither of those. So, you know, it is what it is. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. And again, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Oh, yeah, y'all have a good weekend, you know. And also enjoy your holiday. Again, as I said earlier, if you are with your people, cherish this moment that you are with them. Love on them, hug them, kiss them, tell them you love them, okay? And I will see y'all later. Peace.